I want to welcome you back to BLACKSITE Sports tonight. We're going to have college football recap week 8 in the upset of the Virginia Cavaliers over the North Carolina Tar Heels and Drake May. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. The Virginia Cavaliers, who are 1-5, pulled the biggest upset of the day, going down to Tar Heel country and upsetting Drake May in North Carolina 31-27. No one thought this would happen. Everyone thought North Carolina would have an easy game against Virginia, but Virginia played their game of the year and upset Drake May in his chances to win the ACC. This game is a game where you see that a team takes a step back. A team doesn't look at the team that they're playing as equivalent to them. And this is what happened to North Carolina. They didn't go in there, they didn't take care of business. Now they're back in the heat of the ACC, following behind Florida State. You'll see a team like North Carolina, like a good team like Florida State. Now, if Florida State played Virginia, they would crush Virginia. They would waste no time with Virginia. But you see what happens with a team like North Carolina. They were number 10 in the country. They probably dropped below 20 this week and possibly lose the ACC on the way to possibly getting in that championship game, which I don't think will actually happen. But the game that I really want to talk to you about is the Alabama Tennessee game, a game in which Tennessee was in control of. Joe Milton was having a tremendous game. You thought that Tennessee might run away with this game of 20-7, but what did Alabama do under Nick Saban? Man, this man could recreate a team with the snap of a finger. They ran off 27 straight unanswered points against a solid Tennessee football team and won 34-20. This tells you how good of a coach Nick Saban really is. This could be one of his worst Alabama teams, if you ask me. And he's finding a way for this team to win games. The quarterback that he has is not very good, Milroe. He has a solid running game with McCullough. He's got a solid receiving core, but nothing special. This is a team made by Nick Saban, and it seems to be getting better every week. We don't know if they're going to be able to beat LSU. I don't know, which is a high-powered offense behind Jalen Daniels. We know how good that team can score, but we have to understand this, that Nick Saban will have that team ready to play in early November. Excuse me, I haven't been on because of this pneumonia that I got. But I think Alabama will be highly competitive and just may go ahead and win the East and play Georgia in the SEC championship game. I think Alabama fans should stand up and give Nick Saban a round of applause because this team isn't very good, but it's still winning. And that's when you know you have the greatest coach of all time when it comes to Nick Saban. And let's go to another game, Utah and USC. Man, Utah has USC number. Let's just flat out say it. Barnes went crazy tonight. We know the USC defense is straight trash. It's been trash since Lincoln Riley got there. When Lincoln Riley is coach, you know you're going to get a good offense, but the defense is trash. And basically Utah took advantage of it in going to Los Angeles and winning that game 34-32. Utah is a team that flies below the radar. Everybody's talking about Oregon. Everybody's talking about Washington. But they forget about the Utah Utes, a team that is a solid football team all around. Kyle Willingham is one of the best coaches in the country. Very underrated coach. And his team is always ready to play. huge game. In a game earlier today, let's just say this: Ohio State, Penn State. James Franklin, when it comes to big games against Michigan, Ohio State, the guy's team is never ready to play. This is a game you thought they would have a chance to win. Ohio State probably has the weakest quarterback of all the quarterbacks in the past decade, but he still finds Marvin Harrison 10 for 162. 10 for 162, and he takes advantage of the whole situation, and they end up winning 20-12. Just a solid game by Ohio State to win that game. Now Ohio State probably has two more difficult games. I think it's Wisconsin and Michigan is their next game, going to Ann Arbor. So that will determine who gets the Big Ten East title when they probably go down to Ann Arbor and play Michigan, because I don't think James Franklin can win a big game. It's just his record is just horrible. It is just absolutely horrible to watch. So basically, everything is really the same today. Michigan beats Michigan State in a shutout. Georgia didn't play today. You have a lot of teams just getting ready for their huge games. And right now, we have a steady ship. The only team that lost, two teams lost in the top 10, that was Penn State to Ohio State, and the upset of Virginia against North Carolina. So everything is still stable, but we are getting down to the nitty gritty. November is coming up. You know, when that comes up, you got your conference championship game late November, early December. So we look forward to talking more about college football. And next week I'll try to get back to my best bets. I think I missed the last 2 weeks because it's a pneumonia. And hopefully, college football stays as good as it's going. I want to thank you for listening to BLACKSITE Sports. Hope you subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, but also share the video.